they can really add so much pressure with the plague, and they can really deal so much more damage with it, and so on. However, at that time, I couldn't afford it due to my low gas income, so I decided to kind of to delay it a bit. But over here, it's absolutely necessary for me. Um, so I'm adding a bit more pressure over here, kind of bring over defilers, some more lurkers. Like, even if the lurker count is very small, very low, it's still good, since like even 2 lurkers with Dark Swarm, he has almost no way of dealing with them aside from irradiating. So just keep the pressure, even if it's small, and so on, and keep making units. Obviously, like if you like with defilers, it's very easy to gain a lot of surplus. Like if you sometimes pay attention to the moment when the pro gamers when we get a shots at pro gamer first person views, even pro gamers have like 2000 minerals or something, while they're microing a lot with their defilers. So you gotta pay attention that you avoid that. Over there, I was able to get a lot, I was able to plague his science vessels, but because he he was kind of slow with irradiating it, I had a chance of getting another plague at his army, so I used that, and it really paid off. Like, I'm not sure if how I would have dealt with that army if it wasn't for that plague. And now that I was able to deal with it, I also made a muta right away, like 1 muta. I only need 1 when I'm low on gas. Like if I get one plague and then I'm able to deal with his army, then his whole science vessel armada is pretty much completely vulnerable. So you gotta be ready so that you can exploit that chance. I also made a new defiler over there, so I'm bringing one over through the map, just so that I can keep adding that pressure, because like I mentioned this before, but keep making those defilers. Like you can add so much more pressure if you always have that defiler ready over there, and even if he radiates, like that's one thing against fighting vessels. Like you gotta have persistence. Yes, he's gonna irradiate your defilers, yes, he's gonna irradiate your lurkers, but you gotta keep up your persistence, gotta keep making more and more of them, and gotta keep up so that no matter how many he radiates, you always have more. That's really a big part of what is into this thing. I'm bringing over my army now, kind of because I have defiler. I can move out really over here. Like I have a lot of freedom how I'm moving. Like that's another benefit of fighting ZvT, and why I think it's so easy. Like once you have that defiler, you have so much freedom. You can have 80 supply and he can have 200 supply, and you can still fearlessly approach him just by throwing in a dark swarm or something. That's why like defilers are so awesome. Now keep adding pressure. As long as you don't lose your defiler, you can just keep adding more and more dark swarms with those links that are basically free to make, and you keep adding those. I saw a good chance for a plague, so I decided to plague his army instead of another dark swarm. And I bring over some more units, so that I'm gonna add a dark swarm over here. Like dark swarm actually lasts pretty long. Like it's not gonna disappear in just a single moment. So so that's one thing. Like you can usually just bring your defiler right away. Like I could bring my defiler over right now, and as long as I bring it over soon enough, the dark swarm will probably not have disappeared too long ago. I also noticed that he has an expansion over there right now, so I gotta watch out. Like if he can keep that 3 base turn, well 2 mining base turn, anything could happen really. Even especially if it's 3 gases. So be sure to be able to deal with that, and not act with it arrogantly in any way. So I decided to kind of start a greater spire so that I can deal with it ASAP. And I swarm over here, and there's really not anything he can do anymore. I'm swarming his base. I have the superior army. I've dealt with his army. It's over. GG.